2,500 million years ago. What they have done is those small, that circles, like they are cells which are fossilized. Originally this was gold sulfide. Now that sulfur was consumed by the microorganisms, and what they left behind was a cage of pure metallic gold. Now such forms have been found in Australia and other places also, and they have been shown to be created, or we call them biogenic or microbiogenic. The standard way of calling it is a bacterioform gold. This gold which is precipitator of form, and this is secondary gold. Primary gold is known as load gold, like polar gold field and all, which you have to crush the rock and get it up. This is known as secondary gold. So this is a creation of nature, it's a creation of microorganisms. So there are more than 100 such videos on my channel which I have put in the last 5 years. I have got many visitors to it. This is what we did with this bacterioform gold. So we take a sample of the material and then we treat it with aqua reagent. So what happens is gold forms chloroauric acid. Now after thermal decomposition, the best taste of gold is if you have acidic solution of gold, which is only possible in aqua regia, which is the only solvent for gold, then you will get a thin shining gold film. That is what we are watching under microscope. Then we put the slide on under microscope and understand the purity of the gold. So we got relatively pure gold because we had a control slide also with 24 karat pure gold. So we always use control to check that we are watching, whatever we are watching is a gold or something else. So once that is confirmed, then we go for further advanced tests. So now this is one very interesting experiment we did, and the idea was to put to use. Because we found that there is a lot of sulfide in bone ores, and we also thought that some of these sulfide, most of the sulfide has been published as iron sulfide, but we were watching a different picture and we got some black particles in our samples. So they turned out to be gold sulfides because they had a totally different spectrum, totally different appearance and all. But it's very difficult when everything is black in the sample to distinguish whether this is gold and this is iron, this is gold or so. We have to really carry out a test to see whether the microorganisms which we had with us, we tested them in pure culture. So what we did, we purchased expensive pure gold sulfide from a chemical company, Sigma. So 1 gram is 12,000 rupees or something, but then we did experiment by bringing that bacteria in contact with the pure gold sulfide, and the bacteria converted the gold sulfide into small, tiny pure grades of gold. That was the proof for us that we can really work out the technology. So now we can offer any industry two processes. One is known as reduction, and that our students are doing all those techniques of gold reduction and all things, where we put the gold solution, pure gold solution, and we put our cultures. He also put taste like